Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. What's up? Hey, how are ya? I'm fucking great, and I have a story to tell you guys today. I asked you guys on Facebook, I asked you guys on my Snap what you would like to see, and the majority voted they would like to hear the story about the time that I tripped on mushrooms. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just gonna hop right in. I hate it when I have to watch myself ramble while I'm editing these videos. So I'm just gonna dive on in. This shit. Picture it, Gastonia, 2014. I'm dating a pretty much a drug dealer. Gastonia people are watching this. Hi. I'm dating this guy. He's hella into drugs. We're both hella young. I just turned 20. Just turned 20. He just turned 21, so we're both super duper young. He had this thing, he liked to introduce me to new drugs and things. I'm like, hey, let's do this, it's fun. And I'd be like, okay, let's do it. Just because, you know, peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? I always like to think of myself as a hippie, you know, in high school and shit. I would be like, I'm one with the earth. I love animals. You know, I wish I could have been alive for Woodstock. Like, you know, I'm one of those people. I still am. I'm super boho, super in tune with Mother Nature and bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. The day of, I wake up super early. I'm nervous as fuck. Nervous as fuck because I don't know what's gonna happen. I've never done anything. I've never tripped anything. I don't know what's gonna happen. I've been the good kid up until this point. I've been the good kid, Christian school, you know, only got drunk once in my life at this point. Like, drugs were just not a thing to me. Like, they didn't exist in my life other than my parents doing them. Like, I was taught to just think drugs were bad. So up until this point, I was like the goody goody. I wake up, super nervous. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna do shrooms today. Oh my god, I'm gonna do shrooms today! So I go to Bojangles and, you know, I eat like half of a fucking Cajun filet biscuit because I'm so nervous. Don't eat anything all day other than the half of that biscuit. Make my way on to Gastonia. Nervous as fuck driving like a grandma. I'm like, oh my god, I'm doing shrooms today. Cheech and Chong, bitch, you're tripping today. And so I get there and we're just kind of chilling. It's me, my boyfriend at the time. We'll name him Larry. We'll call him Larry. Me, Larry, and his friend Dudley. And neither one of us have tripped shrooms before. Dudley had tripped acid, but acid, from what I understand, is like a totally different trip than shrooms. So he didn't really know what to expect. So we're just kind of chilling, and like we each have our own little baggie of like these shrooms. And in my head, I've never seen shrooms before this point. So in my head, I'm thinking the shroom emoji, like colorful, like Mario Kart little shroom guy. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe a shiitake mushroom. Maybe like, you know what I'm saying? I get handed this little bitty baggie. It literally looks like shit. It's like we're gonna eat this. Like this is what I'm gonna consume. I'm putting this in my mouth. Remember, I've not eaten anything all damn day. It's 4 o'clock at this point in the afternoon when we start doing the deal. And it was 8 o'clock in the morning when I ate half of the biscuit. Half of a biscuit ain't enough, girl. Half of a biscuit ain't enough. So we were chilling and we're like, okay, are we gonna do this? And I'm just like nervous. I was so nervous, but I was so pumped at the same time, y'all. I remember I had on my tank top with my melty smiley face on it, and it was tie-dye, and it said, have a nice trip. It said, have a nice fucking trip, y'all. I got it from Spencer's, and I wore that specifically because I was like, I'm about to trip for the first time. I'm so pumped, but I'm so nervous. And when I got to the house, his sister was actually there, and she was actually pregnant at the time, or else she would have taken part with us. I love her. Him, not so much anymore. She was a very nice person. But she was giving me all this advice. I was like, it's so much fun. We used to do it all the time, and you're gonna love it. And so I was like, I was getting a little less nervous, but I was still a little freaked out. This was the rendezvous point was his sister's house. We're all looking at our little stash. What was it, like a teenth? I don't even know. I don't know drug stuff. I still don't know drug stuff. I don't know how to do. I don't know the mathematics of the shroomology. But it was a little ass baggie. They said it was a 10th. I don't know. We start munching. tastes like absolute shit. I'm gagging. I'm gagging. I feel like I'm going to projectile vomit. Larry, is there anything to drink? Like, do we have any, like, is there any orange juice or cranberry? I just feel like I need some fruit because we've already eaten the whole thing, like 5 minutes have passed. I don't feel anything yet. And I'm like, I just need something to drink because I'm feeling like poo. I'm feeling like these shrooms tasted. I'm feeling like poop. And he's like, no, we've got some Budweiser, but we haven't put it in the fridge yet. So I have the choice to either wash down these shrooms with warm piss-ass Budweiser or tap water. I don't drink tap water because, like I said, I know what they put into shit. I ain't trying to shrink my pineal gland. So I drank the warm, nasty-ass Budweiser. I don't even drink Budweiser cold, y'all, because it's nasty. Nasty. But I had no choice. So here I'm already sick as fuck, drinking this warm, nasty Budweiser, and it makes it worse, obviously. Hello. So I'm like, I'm just like feeling sick as fuck. This is not fun at all at this point, not fun. And so Dudley decides to put on Netflix and put on Family Guy. We're just gonna chill until it kicks in. But we watch like the Star Wars Family Guy thing, I don't know. Literally, you know at the beginning of Star Wars when like the things are moving up and it's like a weird angle like in space and shit? At that point, it like hit me. Start giggling like fuck. Like, I don't understand. And they both looked at me and like, are you feeling it? And I was like, I don't know. I was dying laughing, so obviously I was. But it was almost like an outer body experience. Like, it's like I wasn't laughing, but Brittany was laughing. We're watching Family, the shit's rolling by. I'm like, feel like I'm flying through the screen, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm just drifting into the television. And then, so I got a blanket on because it's kind of cold in his sister's house. So I got a blanket on, and all of a sudden, like, I feel like the blanket is like melting all over me. And I'm just like, whoa. Like, I felt like I was melting, and I felt like I was just like falling like this, like just like reaching. And they're both looking at me like I apparently hadn't hit them yet because they were more into drugs than I was. Like I just never did anything before. Like this was the first experience for me. So I guess it hit me first because 1, I didn't eat shit all day. 2, the shrooms tasted like shit. And 3, I had the fucking Budweiser. So I was triple fucked. And then I remember looking at my hand and it looked like it was shrinking. It looked like it was like, and I just laughed at my hand because it looked like the little gimpy hand off of the Scary Movie. You know that guy with the little gimpy hand on the Scary Movie? That's what my hand looked like to me. And they both started laughing. So we was all feeling it, okay? We was all, like, it was not fun because I still felt sick to my stomach the whole time because I hadn't eaten nothing all day. And later on, I found out that you're supposed to eat shrooms with something, like with food, like on a pizza, in a taco. Neither one of them knew it because none of us had tried it before. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So we all start feeling it and then like they start crawling on the ground and like, wow, it's like a whole new world down here. You feel like you have to pee all the time. Like I kept feeling like I had to poop and have to pee, so I'd like go to the bathroom like 6 times in a minute and like nothing would happen. I'd be like, why am I feeling like this? Like I'm gonna pee on myself, I'm so scared. Like it was not fun, you guys. Like we go outside and shroom trips last, what, like 8 hours? I don't know, it seemed like an eternity because it was like 4 o'clock when we started and it was like around like 10:30 when it like calmed down a little bit. We go outside, I'm sitting on the porch, my butt sits to the porch. This is where I stay. Butt to porch for the next 8 hours. I couldn't move. I was too scared to fucking move, you guys. And they were just like having the fucking time of their lives. We were listening to music. We were listening to like hippie music, like Black Sabbath is what we were listening to. And Dudley was like, wow, you never really, like, I can hear like every distinct instrument in the song. Like I can pick it out. It's so amazing. And like we created this thing, like we were a tribe at this point. Like we called ourselves the tribe because we all tripped shrooms together for the first time together. And Dudley had this stick and he would just carry around this stick and he'd be like, Larry, I almost said his real name. He'd be like, Larry, do you want the tribe stick? And Larry would be like, yes, I want the tribe stick. And then Larry would be like, Brittany, do you want to hold the tribe stick? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll hold the tribe stick. So like I grabbed the stick very slowly because shrooms. I just remember looking at the staff. It was, when I say stick, it was like a big like tree branch. It was like a staff that you find at the Renaissance Fair, like a walking stick. I just remember like holding the stick and like it turned into a snake and I was just like, oh fuck. So I was like, here you go. And neither one of these guys, like they could tell that I wasn't I feel like they could tell that I wasn't having fun, but I was like, no, I'm having a great time. Y'all are great. I'm having a great time. I was miserable. I was scared as fuck because like the wind would blow and I would like feel like every little hair on my arm just like, it felt like I was melting. Like it felt like my butt was welded to this wooden ass porch. Like I'd look up to the sky and the clouds would just be like going by in like super speed and shit, and like I was imagining I was seeing like war planes and like fucking army planes and shit, like dropping bombs and shit, and I would just be like, oh my god, no, it's in my head. It's the shrooms. There's no planes. And like I would look in the distance and I swear to God I saw a man in a bush watching me. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the popo. It's 12. My life is over. Oh my god, there's a man in the bush. There's a man in the bush. Like I just remember like seeing like little, like the leaves on the ground from the trees. I thought those were snakes. Like it looked like they were slithering on the ground. Like it was just scary. But there were a couple of moments that, I'm not gonna lie, it was really cool. Like, and I feel like if I would have eaten something, it would have been great. I would have had fun like they did. Because like there were moments where I was just like, wow. And I was an atheist at this time. This was 2014. And I would just be like, wow, like maybe there is a God. Like everything is so amazing. Like everything is so amazing. Like, you know, in movies when like somebody's tripping in a movie and like it's different colors and like everything's just like wavy, like doubles of everything. Like that's how it would be. Like I would wave my hand in front of my face like this, but instead of it like going like this, I saw it like this, like slow-mo. Like cool stuff would happen, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, there was like some cool aspects, but in retrospect, any kind of drug is not worth getting in trouble with the law. You know what I'm saying? Like when they legalize it, cool. Like, you know, that's one thing. But like to risk your freedom for a trip, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Anyways, back to the story. Hours pass and then a couple of their friends come to the house and they're like, wow, you guys are really fucked up. So we give him some shrooms. So he starts tripping basically on his own while we're coming down from the trip. And he's looking up in the sky and it's dark. It's like, cause it's like 9 o'clock at this point. And he's like, wow, look at that cloud. It kind of looks like a wizard. And Dudley's ass is like, I think it looks like Satan. And the guy that just got there and just started a trip is like, dude, why would you say that? Because now he's seeing Satan everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's an experience. It was an experience. Guys, I felt so sick the whole time because I didn't eat anything. And because of the warm ass Budweiser. And also because the shrooms taste like shit. Shit, okay? They taste like shit. And it was just like weird. Like you just feel like I didn't want to let them know and ruin their trip that I was having a bad trip. Like I'm that kind of person. I was like, no, I'm having fun. And then afterwards, when we were all back to our normal selves, I was like, y'all, I ain't never doing that shit again. That was not what I thought it was gonna be. Gosh, why didn't you say something? And I was like, cause I didn't want to like mess you guys up because you were having so much fun and I didn't want to, you know, be the downer or the Debbie Downer. How TV and movies tell you a shroom trip would be is exactly how it was. Like I don't know how else to describe it. It was really a fun story, I feel like, but I guess it was. Did I tell it good? I feel like I'm all over the place with my stories, but like it was a shroom trip. Like time doesn't exist when you're on shrooms is another thing. Like time is not real. Time is not of the essence. Time is a construct of the mind. And so, like, that's why it's all a little loopy, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a little loopy. I just remember feeling sick as fuck, feeling like I had to use the bathroom the whole time. And then the next day, my ass was sore as fuck from just sitting in that one spot for 8 hours straight. Hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you want more stories from me, please let me know. Let me know what stories you would like to hear. I do polls on Facebook, ask you guys what you want to hear, then you tell me, and then I do it. I'm a doer. That's what I do. Nice to see y'all. Thank you for clicking on my shit. Hit the subscribe button. Go to my fucking Instagram and follow me. Add me on FB. I always post some controversial bullshit. Until next time, deuce.